guys, thank you for watching. So I have way too many videos on this subject. But the reason I feel compelled to keep talking about this is there were some disturbing things I noticed in the comment section of the last video I made on this topic, and a few developments that I just really feel compelled to talk about, and I want to share that with you guys. So we're going back to the film Cuties, and the videos that I made on that got a lot of reaction by people. Some of it kind of disturbing, and I'll share that with you. But the last we left off on the movie Cuties, I had watched the film, and the reason I watched it is because I did get a lot of people defending the film and saying, you know, you really should watch it before you sit there and judge it. And you know what? That's fair. That's fair. So that's the reason I watched the film. And again, we learned that the premise behind the film was exposing the exploitation of young girls through the media and the over-sexualization of young girls that is perpetuated and fueled by the media. And I agree that is a wonderful topic to talk about and something that should be talked about and should be discussed. And that is a great thing to bring to light in a film. The issue is not the meaning behind the film. The issue is whether or not this film is doing the very thing they say they're speaking out against, which is the exploitation of young girls. And in my opinion, after seeing the film, I felt incredibly uncomfortable watching the film, and I was deeply disturbed at some of the scenes, the way that they filmed it, the way that the girls were dressed, the close-ups, the just way too much that was unnecessary to get the film across. And the point is, in the effort to expose the exploitation of younger girls, did you actually exploit them? And in my opinion, absolutely, you did exploit these girls. And I'll give you even more evidence as to why I feel like that. And some of it came from, unfortunately, the comment section in the video that I made speaking out against this. So first, let's look at what's been going on since the movie came out. So Netflix and the director of this film and progressive media outlets alike continue to double down and defend this film. And I want to read you a little bit of what the director said and a few other things. So let's get into this. So this is from Variety magazine. They did an interview with the director in which she is defending the film, and I'll read you a little bit about what she said, and then we'll unpack that just a bit. She said, "I thought the film would be accepted. It played to Sundance and was watched by American people there. I met the public there, and they really saw the film as about universal issue. It's not about French society. It's not about French society. The hypersexualization of children happens through social media and social media everywhere. People at Sundance agreed with that. I think we all agree with that. We all agree with that sentiment. That's not what's wrong with the film. The film is whether you are doing the very thing you're trying to discuss or talk about." And she still hasn't addressed that. "We need to protect our children." Absolutely. "We need to protect our children. What I want is to open people's eyes on the issue and try to fix it. It's important and necessary to create a debate and find solutions as filmmakers, politicians within the educational system." And she continues on saying, "I'm on your side, and this film won an award in Sundance." And I keep seeing over and over again people saying this film won an award in Sundance. Sorry, I was on a roll and my camera died. But the co-founder of the Sundance Film Festival is in jail. He was arrested in June of last year for sex abuse with a minor. So if that's your moral compass, maybe find a different one? I don't know. And look, I've been to tons of film festivals. I'm an actress. I love provocative films. I love films that bring about tough subjects that need to be talked about. I've even watched films that aren't necessarily pleasant to watch, but they brought up a very important subject or an important point of view that needed to be shown. And the argument is that you could have done this film without actually exploiting young people. There's another way to have this conversation, and I also question who the film is for, because it has a TVMA rating, which is 17 and up. As an adult, I felt very uncomfortable watching this, and it's not appropriate for children. You also had a warning on IMDb, if I can find it, I'll put it up here, that said this is lawfully wrong, basically, is what it said. I'm uncomfortable even reading it, but I'll put it up here. So where is the line? And this is what really angers me about the film is instead of pushing us forward, it almost pushed us back a little bit, and now we're all agreeing none of us know where that line is, what is appropriate and what's not appropriate. So since this has happened, we had Senator Ted Cruz write a letter to our Attorney General William Barr asking him to open an investigation. We also had 2 congressmen who together wrote a letter to Attorney General William Barr also asking him to open an investigation. I'll read you a little bit of that letter. I want to talk about something that happened in my comment section, and then that's basically the end of the video. So, Dear Attorney General Barr, this is from Ken Buck, member of Congress, and Andy Biggs, also a member of Congress. I'll put it up here if I have it. We write expressing our concerns regarding the potential exploitation of children in Netflix's recently released film Cuties. We join our congressional colleagues in urging the Department of Justice to open an investigation to assure the film and its production uphold federal laws protecting children from exploitation. Throughout this film, young girls engage in sexually provocative dances, and the film includes at least one scene where a young girl is partially nude. Not only does this raise alarms that these girls may have been exploited in the production of Cuties, but the film also creates an environment where the sexual abuse and exploitation of children by dun-dun-dun is normalized. While the Constitution vigorously protects the freedoms of speech and expression, content that victimizes minors is not among those protected under forms of content. In Jacob Ellis versus Ohio Supreme Court, Justice Potter Stewart recognized the challenge of establishing a definition of pornography, but as he famously said, I know it when I see it. It is fair to say that the provocative dances portrayed throughout Cuties is an affront to the children's dignity and simulates a child trafficking that meets Justice Stewart's definition. Finally, the Department of Justice should also investigate those involved in the film's casting and production to ensure that children were not exploited behind the scenes. So that's basically the gist of the letter. We will see the development. And again, I kept, whenever people are defending the film, they're like, well, you don't understand what the director was trying to do and the message. It's not about what she thinks she was trying to do. It's about, in her effort to do that, did she do it wrong? Did she actually exploit the kids? And when you have scenes in a movie that are that graphic with that age, you are attracting a certain person, and that's also the point. And we also need to be aware and cognizant of that. And my problem with some of this like progressive art or these progressive ideals, and again, I am all for provocative art. And look, I grew up in the South. I grew up in the suburbs of Atlanta. We had booty music. Kila Ali and Booty Mix 96 was hands down one of the best albums of all time, but that's just my opinion. So I grew up in a culture of like dance and hip hop. Putting this on film and putting this out is something completely different. So in my comment section, this was one of the comments I received, and honestly, this makes me uncomfortable. I don't even know how to react to this. When I saw it, I did the screenshot, and then I removed it right away. I didn't know what to do with it. Do I report this person? I tried to find them on YouTube. I don't know if I'm supposed to report this. I don't know if this is a joke. I don't know what this is, but I'm incredibly uncomfortable. But these are the type of people that you attract by putting a film like this out and making it public and using young people to push whatever your message is across. So I'm just going to show it and you can read it. I don't even want to read what it said. But this is a type of comment that came from Love Dude. I also had another person who was defending the film, and I actually sort of got on the defense, like putting my position up, and then I looked at the name of the person. It appears to be a male by the name of Too Horny to Function, saying that there was absolutely nothing wrong with this thing. So those are the people that are defending the film, and those are the type of people that this attracts. So let me know what you guys think. I honestly don't know what to, that comment makes me so uncomfortable and I feel so disgusting, but that's why I felt compelled to continue to talk about this. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry if I'm jumbled. I'm just a little like, I can't even believe this is being defended by anyone. But thank you for watching. Bye.